Irene Good, the Boston College Law School.
I use technology as a way to more effectively communicate with my students than just the average, stand in the front of the classroom and lecture to them. Instead, I use it to actually reach out to them and ensure that they're involved in the class and that they understand what's going on in the class. I think it's made me a better teacher in terms of my ability to present material more clearly than I had before, and one of those examples includes the ability to actually show them books that I used to hold up in front of the class because my course is very bibliographic in nature. Now, instead of just seeing the book in the front of the class and me talking about it with them holding photocopied pages, instead I'm actually able to have them see an image of the book, how that book turns, how an index works, how to move through that book more efficiently.
I don't think that there was 1 second in the classroom when we were not using technology. Professor Good specifically understands students, and because of that she was able to prepare special resources for students, special research guides online, in addition to using PowerPoint presentations that were very keyed in to the way that students learn.
Michael Boyer O'Leary, Department of Organizational Studies, the Carroll School of Management.
The first way in which I use technology is for the purposes of increasing students' level of engagement and educating them as more critical consumers of information in alternative media. The second way is just the basic delivery of the materials. I'm able, through technology, WebCT and others, to much more flexibly deliver information for class. Sometimes that's outside of class, but sometimes it's also in class.
A lot of people use PowerPoint, and a lot of people will show videos in class. But Professor O'Leary, we were doing a project with displaced teams, and we did teleconferencing with teams from Canada. The other thing was we all had a video or a presentation using technology to do at the end of the semester. I know at BC, especially in Fulton Hall, we have a lot of capability in there where I took a lot of classes. And I think Professor O'Leary really maximized that, and in turn, just showed me another part of learning that I didn't have before.
Othelia Lee, the Graduate School of Social Work.
The course I'm teaching is diversity and cross-cultural issues, and this is a course that students feel very uncomfortable to examine their own privilege and power. And I think this is a very critical content and preparation to be a good social worker, but the course generates a lot of anxiety and nervousness from the student's perspective. Using the online discussion forum, I want to create a safe environment, safe learning environment that students can engage in intelligent dialogue about the race, sexual orientation, culture, class, and gender, and all kinds of issues that are really forbidden to talk about in our society.
Just having her class helped me to see how powerful people can be affected by different ways of learning, whether that's PowerPoint, discussion boards on WebCT, video clips on WebCT. We even had to submit our papers through WebCT. So just those different experiences help shape how I learn, and what I sort of expect when I go into other classrooms.
Father Paul McNellis, Department of Philosophy, the College of Arts and Sciences.
I don't think technology has changed the way I actually teach in the classroom, but it has affected the contact in the sense I have with them online outside of class, and therefore it's caused me to rethink what's really essential and what can be done best live in the classroom and what can be done online, like quizzes and discussion sessions and things like that.
You can only read the same subject matter so many times and discuss it so many different ways, especially stuff is historically based as the class that he teaches. But utilizing different media and expressing things in different ways is just helps me personally learn far better than just sitting down and reading and discussing the text.
Rebecca Nedostup, Department of History, the College of Arts and Sciences.
The wonderful thing about what technology has brought in the past couple of years is that through web news sources, through blogs, through translation software, through newscasts, all of these things have transcended national borders and have made what once seemed to be places that were very far away much, much closer. And so I use that to help give my students an entree into this world that I do my research. I sort of can use it in a second way, which is to make it so that I'm not the sole expert on the subject I'm teaching.
I think our use of technology in the classroom really enhances the learning for the students. There's so many times where examples need to be used, and it's great of her ability just to pull up a commercial or a song or a movie clip to show us what she's trying to enhance and talk to us about through her lectures, but the use of technology really enhances that lesson.
Aaron Walsh, the Woods College of Advancing Studies.
The virtual reality in particular has allowed me really to break the bonds of being a physically resident faculty member. I no longer have to be on campus. I can conduct these classes anywhere. And in fact, I just conducted one from a hotel lobby while I was traveling. The students likewise are able to participate whether they're at work or whether they're at home or whether they're on campus, and we're able to get together in virtual reality and feel the presence of one another. And so it allows us to have a sense of community even though we're connected only by the internet.
First time I've been a distance learner, in particular with his 3D VR course. I've been able to enter a gaming environment, collaborate with each other, learn from him, discuss our projects. It's very exciting being a part of something so cutting edge in education.
Laura Hake is recognized for her use of online movies and image-rich PowerPoint presentations with which she demonstrates the concepts of developmental biology. Judith Hepburn is recognized for enhancing her lessons in environmental geosciences through outstanding web modules with graphics and links to explanatory text. Jeffrey Howe is recognized for bringing into his course on Frank Lloyd Wright a wealth of visual resources, including his own digital archive of American architecture. Andrea Javel is recognized for her innovative use of WebCT voice tools, especially for oral tests in elementary French. And Spinney is recognized for her creation of audio file banks used in her music courses. These include hundreds of songs and instrumental pieces from around the world. Christopher Wilson is recognized for Media Narrative Culture, an English course using both WebCT and an independent site to provide electronic texts, illustrations, and extensive links of interest. The biology department is recognized for its exceptional number of well-designed WebCT sites, integrating course management tools with independently created resources such as graphic-rich PowerPoint presentations. Eric Strauss received the highest number of nominations, although as a prior winner he was ineligible for consideration this year. The remarkable number of WebCT sites, excellent by both aesthetic and pedagogical standards, suggests a common culture of best practices within the biology department. The honors program demonstrates a forward-thinking vision for integrating technology throughout its interdisciplinary curriculum, supported by funds from a substantial Davis Educational Foundation grant and by a full-time instructional designer we have dedicated to the program. Numerous honors program faculty members have been involved with an effort to gather and share multimedia teaching resources using a common website. And Tim Duquette has developed Project Ithaca, an online tutorial and in-person lab course to introduce students to library resources and relevant technologies. Stay tuned for the debut of Mark O'Connor's The Shelley Project, Victor as Virtuoso. The History Department distinguishes itself by earning the highest number of student nominations, 31, and by encouraging innovative use of technology among graduate teaching fellows, 5 of whom received nearly 1/3 of total nominations. Indicating impressive involvement, 11 different full-time professors received nominations, and nearly 1/3 of the nominations were for 5 graduate instructors, who also received praise for their use of technology in the classroom. Over the years, the History Department has used media extensively in its instruction, but its ability to transition from slides to digital media has been exceptional.